Okay, students, now let's move to the second main. Whatever we discussed so far, all the problems are based in the first main. First main, 5 problems, okay, and then in the fifth one, there are 5 again. Fine, we have discussed enough number of problems, okay. All these problems maybe for sometimes 2 marks or 3 marks, okay. So let's have a look into the next one. Second problem. The second problem says it is defined on the set real numbers. Fine. It is defined as R is equal to ordered pair A comma B such that A less than or equal to B square. We need to show that it is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. It will not satisfy any of the three relations. So any example of relation is always discussed on a set. That set we need to identify first. Based on that, a relation. This relation contains an ordered pair of A comma B if it satisfies such kind of relations. Okay. So A should be, first element should be less than or equal to the square of the second one. Okay. Now to start with the example. So first thing I have to go for reflexive. To discuss reflexive. Okay, I will write that general statement. See, this is better to work out with examples. Generally, it's not possible. I cannot say it's not possible. Will be difficult for us to understand. So better to give an example and continue. For example, if I consider 1, can I say 1 is less than or equal to 1 square? Correct. 2 is less than or equal to 2 square? Correct, because 2 is less than or equal to 4. See, take the element and repeat it. Okay, A and B both should be same. Excuse me. Now, 3 is less than or equal to 3 square. Correct. 3 is less than or equal to 9. Then if I take minus 3, yes, correct. Now minus 3 is less than or equal to minus 3 square. Correct. What is that? I am taking integers. I am taking natural numbers. When I take natural numbers and integer, the relation will hold good. But they said I should show it's not at all going to be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So if you sometimes stick on to only natural numbers and integers, no. They said real numbers, right? So real numbers will include what? Real numbers will include rational numbers and irrational. Let us take up some rational numbers and discuss for reflexive. So create an example where it fails because the heading is already been given. Now it should not be reflexive. So instead of 1, let me take an ordered pair 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. I'm just repeating A and B. Okay, both are same here. Is it possible to say 1 less than or equal to 1 by 2 the whole square? What is actually 1 by 2 the whole square? 1 by 2 less than or equal to 1 by 4. Is it true half is less than quarter? Excuse me. This is not possible, right? Then what I will say, this ordered pair does not belong to R because I cannot say half is less than or equal to 1 by 4. Not just 1 by 2, you take 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5 or minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 3, minus 1 by 4. Anything you can consider and discuss, it fails. This is not the only example, remember. On the spot, you have to create examples such kind. Okay, later on I will tell you, okay, on the spot you have to create some examples. There is one particular problem, we will discuss this later. Now, this is how it has to be shown. It's not going to be reflexive. Now, the next thing, to discuss for symmetry. Let me consider 1 comma 2 belongs to R, okay, because 1 less than or equal to 2 square, which is true, right? 1 less than or equal to 4, that's correct, okay. But can I say 2 comma 1 belongs to R? No, it does not belong to R actually, and that is because I cannot say 2 is less than or equal to 1 square. That is not correct, right? So students, once again I am telling you, please learn to create examples. This is not the only example, this is not the first example, this is not the last example. Okay, you will learn with my explanation, but I want you to practice by creating your own example because this cannot be memorized. Got it? Okay. Now the next one, let's go for transitive. To discuss transitive, I will take 3 comma 2 and 2 comma 1.5 belongs to R. Why this has to be taken, you will see it later. Okay, This is belongs to R means, is it true 3 less than or equal to 4 square? That's correct, right? 3 less than or equal to 4. That's correct. Now the next thing, 2 less than or equal to 1.5 the whole square. Certainly 1.5 the whole square is 2.25. Certainly 2 is less than or equal to 2.25. That's also correct. But now let us see the relation between 3 and 1.5. Got it? Now, but let me start check that directly. Is it true 3 less than or equal to 1.5 the whole square? What is 1.5 the whole square? 1.5 the whole square is 2.25. So now can you say 3 is less than or equal to 2.25? No, that's wrong. So this example says 3 comma 1.5 does not belongs to the relation. So the best way of explaining this problem, take an example and explain. An example should be created and that you should learn. Okay students, I hope this is clear now. So let's move on to the next one. Problem number 3. A set is given there. The set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So on this, they have already defined a relation. The relation R contains ordered pair A comma B such that B is equal to A plus 1. So we have to check whether the relation is going to be reflexive, symmetric and transitive. Now to check that, remember only one set is given. So that means A takes all the elements from 1 to 6. B also takes all the elements from 1 to 6. A and B values should not cross the set which is given to us. That means we know the value of A already, right? So when A is equal to 1, what is B? B equal to A plus 1 will become 1 plus 1 will be equal to 2. So when A is 1, B is 2. Similarly, I have to write for all the elements which are here, okay? When A equal to 2, what is B value will be? 2 plus 1, that will be equal to 3. When A equal to 3, B equal to 3 plus 1 equal to 4. When A is equal to 4, B is equal to 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. When A is equal to 5, B equal to 5 plus 1 is equal to 6. When A is equal to 6, B equal to 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. But what is the last element? 6, right? Then this last thing should not be considered. So let me write the relation elements. So the relation will contains 1 comma 2, 2 comma 3, 3 comma 4, 4 comma 5, 5 comma 6. That's it. 6 comma 7 does not exist. Now based on this, I should start the discussion. Now the discussion for reflexive. So if it has to be reflexive, there are 6 elements, and for all the 6 elements I should be able to find order pair where first element and second element are identical. Okay, as you notice, 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2 till 6 comma 6, none of the element belongs to the relation. Therefore R is not going to be reflexive. Second one, symmetric. I have an ordered pair 1 comma 2 belongs to R, but there exists no ordered pair 2 comma 1 belongs to R. This is not the only example. 2 comma 3 is there, but 3 comma 2 is not there. 3 comma 4 is there, 4 comma 3 is not there. Right? Take any of the examples and write it. Now, the next. To start with symmetry, you should take 2 ordered pair where these 2 elements are same. So either you can take the first, or you can take the next 2, or you can take the next 2, or you can take the next 2, like that. Right? So let me consider 1 comma 2 and 2 comma 3 belongs to R. If I eliminate this common element, what is the remaining? 1 comma 3 that does not belongs to R. Hence this relation is not going to be transitive. So it's not reflexive, it's not symmetric, it is not. Okay students, now let's move on to the next one. Problem number 4. Problem number 4 is given by, what is the set given as? The set is defined on R. So R stands for real numbers. On this, there is a relation defined. This contains ordered pairs A comma B such that A is less than or equal to B. It's a show that problem actually. We need to show that this is going to be reflexive, transitive, but not symmetric. Okay. So certainly, if I take reflexive, you take any element from the given set. What is the given set here? R. R is going to be real numbers. Okay. Is it possible to say that A is less than or equal to A? Any number, for example, 1 is less than or equal to 1, 2 is less than or equal to 2, half is less than or equal to half, or 3 by 2 is less than or equal to 3 by 2. It's possible, right? Every number is less than or equal to itself. Therefore, the relation is going to be reflexive. So one statement is also enough. Otherwise, mathematically while working, take any element from the given set, repeat the same, and check by applying this relation. So is it possible to say that ordered pair A comma A belongs to the given relation? Yes. Therefore, R is going to be reflexive. Second, to check for symmetric, let me start with A comma B belongs to R. Now that is possible according to the given relation. A should be less than or equal to B. But I will give you an example, you can understand. 1 is less than or equal to 2. That's correct, right? 1 is less than or equal to 2. That's fine. But is it true 2 is less than or equal to 1? Is it correct? No. 2 is greater than or equal to 1, right? So the same way, if A is less than or equal to B, then you cannot say B is less than or equal to A. It's not possible. If you are unable to understand every time I am writing examples, okay, so you can just make a note of this. Then, if B comma B is not less than or equal to A, then ordered pair B comma A does not exist in the relation. So hence the given relation is not symmetric. Now to check with the next, let us check for transitive. Now to check for transitive, let us say A comma B and B comma C belongs to R. So better with an example. 1 is less than or equal to 2, 2 is less than or equal to 3. Is it true 1 is less than or equal to 3? It is correct. Not just with natural numbers, you can take up even fractions also, you can check the same, it's going to be true. Because it's a show that problem, they already mentioned, okay, it is reflexive, it is transitive, but it is not symmetric. You can create an example of such kind. So this is one such example. So this says that A is less than or equal to B and B is less than or equal to C. Obviously the relation between two, A will be less than or equal to C. So if A is less than or equal to C, ordered pair A comma C belongs to the relation. Hence R is going to be transitive. Please, I am not writing the conclusion at the end of each one. Please make sure you will write the conclusions. Got it? Now let's look into the fifth one. In the fifth one, the set is 1, 2, 3. Okay. On this, a relation is there. This relation already contains 1, 2 and 2, 1. That's all. So it is a show that problem. Show this relation is symmetric but neither reflexive nor transitive. So we have to check all the three one by one. So let us take the reflexive relation. So if suppose this has to be reflexive, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Now 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. All these three should belongs to R. This has to be reflexive. Notice here 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. None of them belongs to R. So what is the conclusion out of this? Therefore R is not transitive. Fine. Now the next, for symmetric, look here, 1, 2 belongs to R. Okay, and 2, 1 also belongs to R. There is only one ordered pair. If I reverse this, I am going to get 2, 1. 2, 1 also belongs to R. So what is the conclusion out of this? Therefore R is going to be symmetric. Now I said you check for all. Sir, I check for 1, 2, and where is we are not checking 2, 1. If you check for 2, 1, 1, 2 only you will get it now. Right. Now let's go to transitive. So how to check transitive? I said 1, 2 and 2, 1 belongs to R. See, these two elements are same. So I can discuss transitive based on these two elements. And if I eliminate these elements, what is the ordered pair I am going to get? 1, 1. Notice 1, 1 does not exist at all. Hence R is not going to be transitive. Not difficult, student. Don't think a new concept we are learning will be difficult. Not at all. Okay, the moment you sit, I want to learn something, okay, and you start practicing, definitely you will learn it. Okay, the moment you sit for the sake of someone, okay, someone is forcing to study at home, mother will be saying study, study, father will be saying study, or elders will be saying study. By force, when you sit, you will never study. Okay, it's your future, you need to build, okay, you need to study. So sit and study and learn, it's possible. Let's go to the next one is problem number 7. We'll go for it now. So what is actually here? There is a set. What is set here? All books in a library, right? On this, a relation R is defined. So what is the relation R is defined as? The relation R contains ordered pair x comma y such that x and y have same number of pages. See, in a library there will be so many books actually, got it? But the relation R contains two books, okay, two books as one ordered pair, condition apply, both the books have same number of pages. Only such type of two books will exist as one ordered pair in the relation. Now let us check now. First one. See, by the end of the session you will be bored. You will get bored actually. The reason is every time, every problem, just one concept, discuss for reflexive, discuss for symmetric, discuss for transitive. After I think by this time you would have learned the concept and how to do it and how to express it. Okay, so definitely you will feel bored. What is this sir is doing? Same problem, same concept once again. Okay, no problem. Okay, see, we'll stop eating sweet or sugar. When will we stop? Once we reach the saturation. Correct, we'll stop it. Okay, enough. I don't want it. That's how this topic is also. As you do more number of problems, as you work more number of problems, okay, at one stage you will feel, what is this I'm doing? I'm repeatedly doing the same concept. I'm repeatedly doing the same thing. Okay, then you will say, yes, I learned it. So why to repeat and why to keep writing everything? So what you will do? You will not write each and everything. Okay, so when revision classes you will start, what you will do? You will just go through, okay, analyze, okay, and you'll be knowing actually. After one or two problems, you will be knowing the procedure. Then after few problems, you will definitely not work out each and every problem. Okay, then simply you will say, oh yes, this problem I know, I can do this. And that is the stage where you have to reach, and that is possible if you keep on working the worked examples. Okay. Okay, now let's discuss for reflexive. Now reflexive says I have to start with what? For every element x, from where? From the given set. So what is the given set? Set of all books. What is x? Any book from the library. Now can I say that x and x have same pages? Is it possible to say a book and repeat the same? Fine. Now these two will have same number of books. So this certainly says that the ordered pair x comma x belongs to the relation. So hence R is going to be reflexive. Now to check for symmetric, how to check for symmetric? Let's consider one ordered pair x comma y belongs to R. This says x and y have same pages. It doesn't make difference if I write y and x also have same pages. You read it x and y or y and x, both will have same pages only, right? So this concludes that y comma x also belongs to R. You start with x comma y, and if you are able to land up at y comma x, then the relation is said to be symmetric. Now to check for the next one is going to be transitive. So how do you check for transitive? Now let me start with ordered pair x comma y and y comma z belongs to R. Okay, now what is this says? X and y have same pages, that is x and y. What does y and z says? Y and z also have same pages. Now that means the discussion is based on 3 books X, Y, Z having same number of pages. X and Y have same pages, Y and Z also have same pages. This says X and Z also have same pages, and this concludes that X and Z have same pages. If X and Z have same pages, then the conclusion is ordered pair X, Z belongs to R, hence R is going to be transitive. Students, once you learn the concept, once you are ready with the logic, what has to be applied for a problem. Set will be different, relation will be different, but the procedure will remain same when writing the answer. Okay. Now let's go to the next. That's problem number 8. So problem number 8, there are 2 parts here. The set is ordered pair set is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this, a relation R is defined as R will contains ordered pair A, B such that mod of A minus B is even. We'll come to the second part later. First thing is to show this relation is, we have to show this is an equivalence relation. So when will we say the relation is equivalence? If the relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So we have to discuss all the 3 now. It's a show that. So I should show an example where it holds good every time. Fine. Now the thing for reflexive. For every element A belongs to the set A. I can take elements also and discuss, but in generally it's better actually. Okay, when it's been given for 3 marks, okay, it's better to write down the general procedure. Most of the problems from the second main onwards, general procedure has to be followed. Okay, examples are also fine, but if I discuss examples here, will take lot of time to discuss. For symmetric and transitive, it will take lot of time. Okay, so instead of doing and taking the risk of examples, after this I will show you with examples also. I will show you, but please don't copy down that thing. Just for reference, I will tell you at the end of this. Okay, now what is mod of A minus A? A minus A is 0. Mod of A minus A is also going to be 0. Can I write 0 as a multiple of 2? Of course I can write it. Anything which is a multiple of 2 is an even. So what is that I am going to get? Okay, mod of A minus A is even. So if mod of A minus A is even, I can write ordered pair A comma A belongs to R. Therefore R is going to be reflexive. Excuse me. Now to check for symmetric, let us start with ordered pair A comma B belongs to R. Now if ordered pair A comma B belongs to R, according to the given relation, mod of A minus B is even. Now mod of A minus B is even. Let me take a minus common here. So what is that I am going to get here? Mod of B minus A is still going to be even. I just remove the minus sign, right? Now mod of minus, mod of negative, what is that I can write? Mod of negative sign is going to be positive. That is what we do now. That is by the definition of mod x. So mod of minus x will be plus x. So what is that I can write? Mod of B minus A is going to be even. See, if mod of A minus B is even, ordered pair A comma B belongs to R. Mod of B minus A is even. This says that ordered pair B comma A belongs to R. You don't search what to do. It's a show that problem. You need to show it is going to be symmetric. So just keeping that in mind, you can do it. Got it? So this is how symmetric condition has to be done. Now the next transitive, I want you to be careful with this one, in this particular one. So mod of, so I have to discuss for what? I have to discuss for transitive. So transitive have to start with A comma B and B comma C already belongs to R. Now this says that A minus B, mod of A minus B is even. It is even, so let me take it as 2k1. So the next one, if B comma C belongs to R, then mod of B minus C is also going to be even. Let me take it as 2k2. Fine. Now what is that finally I need to check? I need to check for mod of A minus C is also going to be even. I am not going to start with mod. Let me start with A minus C. Mod I will take it later. So mod of A minus C, can I write it as A minus B plus B minus C? Add and subtract B for the left hand side. This is what I am going to get it. In this, let me take this as two different groups. What is if A minus C, if mod of A minus B is even, simply A minus B is also going to be even. So this is going to be 2k1, okay, and the next term is going to be 2k2. Remove 2 outside, k1 plus k2. This is A minus C, right? If I apply mod on both sides, mod of A minus C is still the same, 2 times k1 plus k2, which is going to be even. So mod of A minus C is also going to be even, hence the given relation is going to be transitive.